Let me ask you a question. How many predators do you think we have in the Geometry Dash community? 5? 10? 50? Thousands? Well, the exact number of convicted sex offenders is unknown. But one thing I can say with certainty is that, well, at least from what I can tell, Geometry Dash's reputation when it comes to predators is still so much better than the likes of Minecraft, Fortnite, or God forbid Roblox. One thing though that remains constant regardless of the community is our disdain for pedophiles. Those damn kid touchers deserve what Epstein has already been serving in hell. But the thing is, we apparently don't actually hate these people. No. Actually, we love them, we shield them, we harbor them, we foster an environment that allows them to have the immense institutional support as they do. But here's the thing. Every shunning campaign like this always has 3 harsh truths to it that most people don't tend to tell you because it reveals just how fractured and almost fake the whole cause has always been, characterized by these 3 hard situations below. Oh, Guitar. How can we forget about him? The former biggest GD YouTuber, exposed as a weirdo, a dick pic sender, and someone that has a good, long relationship with a minor. You would think that when someone of his caliber get exposed this hard, their career would be over, right? Or at the very least, heavily stunted his channel growth and slowed his future trajectory at the minimum. Nope. His channel has gained 2 million more subscribers since his exposure, with upwards of 60 million views per month, and there are no signs of stopping anytime soon. Every video he makes gets roughly 100,000 views, and it's not like his shorts algorithm is carrying him either. Ah shucks. That's quite humiliating, isn't it? I believe this level of success he has been getting in avoiding any major repercussions has 4 big reasons to it that others couldn't have pulled off. For starters, he takes maximum advantage of the copyright system, striking people even for thumbnails he didn't even create. If you have any thumbnails, footages, or whatever that features even a blip of guitar in it, there's gonna be a real chance you will get struck for it. And since YouTube copyright system is terrible and guitar is far bigger than you will ever be in your entire YouTube career, don't be surprised when the strike that you got won't be going anywhere anytime soon. Secondly, he benefited from the unclear and vague situation. Most people don't remember the details, so to break it down, on October 24, 2021, user zpfanne called out Adby for inappropriate behavior with various women, especially with their features and all. Then later, a bunch of other testimonials come from his ex, who say that he has a tendency to message many women rather inappropriate messages, which includes a 14 or 15 years old. His first response or apology originally was not thorough in the slightest and was deleted shortly after. Another response would come around a year later, which said many things in rebuttal, including that all this exposure stuff was being orchestrated against him, supposedly by jealous mods who couldn't handle his fame. These messages are taken out of context, and the relationship with the 14-year-old only lasted a month. His ex also apparently faked being harassed to harass him back. It basically became like a perfect force of numerous people hating on you all combined to destroy your career. Whether or not you're willing to believe that is on you, it's not like he cares either way. And then there's his hardline supporters, the riling up of the Spanish community. Using the narrative of the jealous mod team, he told his audience they don't want to see a Spanish man succeed, and this allowed his audience to do the rest. Whether it's harassment, dumbing down the situation, or general negligence, the identity politic method sure is working more than enough. Sure, there was some resistance in the Hispanic community, but most of Guitar's audience were either too young to care or could not understand English to see the other side. Finally, he kept it to the content. The scandal won't go away, but he ignored the scandal for so long that people just ended up forgetting about it. He just kept building his audience again, and is honestly working very well. Now look, I understand. Looking at his successful channel despite the ugly situation that went down would make you feel bummed, but look at the bright side. His connection with anything English community related is very much gone now. He will most likely never be able to interact with the wider, mainstream community ever again, including being banned from the GD Awards. However, this situation still has one important lesson to it. We are not as powerful as we think we are. Geometry Dash is a single-player game, so it's difficult to truly ban him. The most you can do is just place pressure on guitar, but even then, just like how if a bug sticks around you for long enough, most people is just gonna eventually ignore it and move on. Although this is already an unfortunate situation, the next two stories are only gonna get more disturbing. I have no interest in taking a side in the Viprin trenches, because it is a convoluted situation. I used to think Viprin wasn't a pedo based off of Meg's testimony, but honestly, to this day, I still don't understand what happened between the two of them. And I don't think anyone that isn't Viprin or Meg will either. From an objective point of view, it's all about perspective. On one hand, there's those who defend Viprin and think he didn't cross the line and it was fine under the Norwegian law. Everything shown will have an explanation and everything will fall into place. But if you do think he went too far, no amount of counter evidence will change your mind, regardless of how lofty the evidence is. All I'll say in my own opinion is this. The level of fumbling around in a situation as serious as this is, quite frankly, sad. Let's just say, there's a reason why people didn't take this situation more seriously. Researching this topic for this video is one of the most painful thing I have to endure and single-handedly made me a worse human being simply due to the never-ending amount of brain rot that I have to deal with in this story. It has gone so bad to the point that I genuinely just don't want to continue reading any more of this stupid document because I'm genuinely sick of this BS. And this is when I understood the second lesson when it comes to campaigns like this. It has never been about the victim. Let me ask you this question. You remember Jeffrey Epstein, but do you remember his many trafficking victims? You remember R. Kelly, but do you remember the minor that he pissed on? You remember Harvey Weinstein, but do you remember the woman that he sexually assaulted? The thing is, sure, a lot of people do care about the victim and justice being served, but there's also a large number of people who only join the cause because it gives them someone new to ridicule. They use the cause as a cover for their own annoying or aggressive behavior, all while maintaining layers upon layers of cognitive dissonance. In the end, the victim they claim to protect ends up getting more harm now than by anything Viprin originally did years ago. And to further elaborate on this, let's talk about the worst offender of all, the stupid fucking Viprin hater account. I have a sneaking suspicion that this account was created to make people care less about the Viprin scandal by around 30%, just by how painfully annoying, disgusting lack of care in their words, and an overall unpleasant and rancid vibe coming off of them. Right now, their account is removed. But I guarantee by the time I finish this video, they will most likely be back and continue their crusade to make the whole cause a whole lot more comical. The post that personally pissed me the fuck off the most was the last one they have in their call-out thread. Look at this! The victim deleted her defense of Viprin after my call-out thread. Hashtag noticing. Go! And I will not say this lightly, fuck yourself. Of course, she would delete her account. Why would she ever want to be included in any more of this brain dead, useless, back and forth, cloud farming off of her worst moments? Her trauma through this guy's view is just another obstacle away from his successful exposure and key to fame. Something preventing him from feeling like the modern day Chet Goldman or Mama Max that he so desperately craves.
I could literally cancel you, Charlie. I could literally cancel you. And I choose not to. It's true though. It's the truth. I'm the friggin' pedo hunter.
His hunger for pathetic validation and internet brownie points most likely does not have a spot when an earnest conversation about relationship talk or emotional pains that might have come with these awful circumstances Meg had to went through over 2 years ago. The way you present the information not only matters just as much as the info itself, it matters even more. Why? Because in order for people to actually trust you, you better make yourself look fucking trustworthy. And all of this neurotypical behavior makes me wonder if he's just the same as all the other sheeps in the band. The one that tries to play the hero, yet fail to do literally anything of actual substance. It all comes back to a quiver. The one that started it all. This has never been about Meg and never will be. He has already proven from the very start that he has a grudge against Viprin, and this is just the perfect way to jump on that hate train. It's ironic that he's calling out Viprin over age of consent, and yet seems more than willing to reveal a lot of these messages despite Meg's consent. Kinda says a lot about how this whole cause have always been, eh? The wideawake plot twist, as he would be revealed to be the diaper-obsessed, children-endangered, and snow GMD watcher, Clay Fuzzy, would have been one of the most shocking plot developments if I didn't find wideawake so fucking boring. Who the hell cares that much about this TCD Glazer to care about his exposal? The guy has like no personality. Not even his defense up top ever make him look close to being a genuine human being. Or humans, in this case. Because it is a collab between Clay Fuzzy and Kawaii. I have always wanted to make a video on Kawaii. Knowing my experience with him has always been thoroughly sour to the touch even over a year ago. And I'm confused why people being like, he's just being edgy then, now he's like for real, as if his previous stupid antics didn't already reveal the truth. He backstabbed his friend, faked his suicide, leaked private copies of levels, and maybe worst of all, he even blackmailed people. Are those actions not serious? It's no secret that when you build your brand on stupid antics, eventually those antics will get so deep message with these tweets. The hypocrisy runs deep. Let's turn our attention to Ultrakawahd HD, someone that while not a pedo is still very much aware of, let's just say, a whole lot of degenerate actions. If Viprin have already got that many codes to deplatform him for a lot of equally weirdo behavior, surely people is gonna take Kawa to brass tacks over this one, right? Oh wait, when that happens, it's the biggest nothing burger drama ever because she is anti-Christian and a part of the LGBTQ plus community. Yeah, she's just off the hook now, I guess. What about akunakunn? Remember when he called Leslie to be a pedophile defender? There was a lot of support for him, despite Akun throwing one of the worst, most pathetic temper tantrum I've ever seen of any GD creator. There could be a chance he lied. There have been signs that he had to revoke many parts of his exposal because he kept contradicting himself. But oh wait, he was a victim of pedophilia. Well, I guess he's just trustworthy now. You see what I mean about how the hypocrisy runs deep? I want to go back to that first point. The one claiming that we as a community are willingly, openly, unabashedly defending pedophiles, giving them room to act as freely and hurt as many future victims as they can, all while being completely fine with it. Okay, maybe that's too far. But if you want to understand why these kinds of situations don't ever get the justice it deserves, the answer is simple. None of this has ever come from the heart. The hypocrisy, the two-faced behavior, the ulterior motives, the empty excuses, the cloud chasing, the image preserving, the jealousy, the infighting, and so much more have all diluted the anti-pedo efforts so much to the point where the best we can do now is just on GD Twitter, on a dying platform full of bots and rage bait. Wait, no, it's trolls. It's from an Elon quote. I don't know why Exile Shade changed to rage bait. Our ability to speak out has always been weak. After all, we're just a bunch of teenagers or young adults who barely understand what we're doing. A real investigator would have resolved these cases long before we finish arguing about minor details in an investigation run by people who are not old enough to pay taxes yet. The truth is that if we want any form of change to happen, we have to seriously look back and learn from our own mistake. To treat this situation with the right care, to not cloud chase everywhere you go, and to be honest with yourself. Guitar, Viprin, wideawake, all just different sides of the same coin. The world isn't a utopia nor a dystopia. It is a chessboard where any small, sometimes trivial mistake could be potentially fatal. Even if Viprin got demoted, even if Guitar's career ended. On the GE Twitter geopolitical chessboard, we might have made too many mistakes to ever redeem ourselves. And now, maybe the best move is to simply stop playing.
So delicious, but I ain't promiscuous. And if you was suspicious, all that shit is fictitious. I blow kisses that puts them boys on rock, and they be lining down the block just to watch what I got. So delicious to the A.